I just want to use my space wisely. I'm gonna have to rethink everything. Hi guys, so today I'm going to be tidying my room. I mean really organizing it and changing a few things because I just really want to. I just posted a video where I showed you guys and explained quite a few DIYs and artworks that I've done and that I have displayed in my bedroom. I just wanted to pause real quick to give you a little update of no significance whatsoever, but if you watched that video then I'm happy to announce that thanks to this organising and tidying video, I found that little fake Polaroid, so yay! And it kind of motivated me to bring some change to my bedroom, especially one side of my room, because I really like this part of my room, but the other part, not so much. And I think I've been neglecting it. It needs love. And I want to rectify that. I think I should feel really happy about every part of my room. I'm also going to really go through all of the things that I have, declutter my room, reorganize stuff. I've been getting more and more papers, important documents with work and insurance and stuff, so I really want to tackle that as well. For a year I've been saying that I need to reorganize my computer, the files that I have, my phone, everything, my hard drive. It's a big job. There's the whole physical copies, the boxes, just clutter in my room that I want to tackle and that I will be tackling in this video, on top of bringing changes to this room if I can. Don't know if that will be happening, but yeah, I think the reason why I'm doing this video and I'm reorganizing everything and I feel so motivated, on top of just being inspired by my mother who reorganized and went through all of the files that she had, it was a huge job, is because I'm done with my job. My last day of the job that I had for 5 months was on Wednesday the 14th of February, so 2 days ago, and it was a really great job, but things come to an end sometimes, and I'm now unemployed. So not only do I have the time to tackle that kind of thing, but I'm also in a situation that is giving me quite a lot of stress, a situation that comes with a lot of uncertainty, and I just need some good old clarity and order, which I can only get by tidying my room. Don't know how fun it's going to be watching me do it, but I just thought I would document the journey. It's going to take me a while, and I also think that maybe filming it will motivate me to really do it. Yeah, let's do this. I'm really not all that fussed about this, so I think this can go. At some point I had to wash my bed sheets, so I replaced them with temporary ones to let those dry, and they now have dried and I still haven't replaced the pillowcases, so that's what I'm going to do to bring back the original pillowcases. I also have this cushion that I've had on my bed for years, and not only does it need to be stuffed again because it's so flat, I think it needs a cushion cover, so maybe I'll work on that. Maybe I'll make that happen. I've had these necklaces there for the past few months because they are completely broken. I broke them back in September, it's now February, and I've just left them there to repair them, and I haven't done that yet, so that's what I'm going to do. I've been looking at this place in my room, which is one of the parts that I don't like, as stated previously, trying to think of what I might do to improve it, and I think I might do a bit of a gallery wall in this corner. Not just this wall, but really trying to bring it all together with the mirror and then a few frames here, so yeah, might try to do that. We'll see how it goes. I got these two candlestick holders really not that long ago. This one I got on Wednesday and it's Saturday, and this one I got this morning because I thought it would go perfectly well with this one, and I would love to have those somewhere on my shelf, so I think I'm going to have to really change it up a bit. This one probably needs a bit of cleaning. It still has old wax in there and even the lid a little dirty, so yeah, but so pretty, like excuse me, love it. But before I do any of that, I have a lot of drawers and baskets that need sorting out, so that's just gonna have to wait. But there's just this one book that I'm going to be putting in the bag because I started reading it months ago and I didn't like it, so I'm never going to be finishing it, so I might as well go to someone else. thing about this is that it probably still works. I just don't have the charger for it to charge it because it's completely out of battery. So I don't know what to do. Like, it's rechargeable batteries, but I don't know how to open this, how to charge them. So I just don't know if I should, you know, give it away, considering I don't have the things for it. But like, what if it works? I'm very conflicted about this. Don't know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah. This is a box in which I put all sorts of materials for art projects in high school, and I was going to tidy it all, but the little bits and bobs that are in this box are actually much easier to find if I keep them there, since this is where they've been for years. So I'm not dealing with it in the end. I've changed my mind. Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god! I think it's time to tackle what's behind my curtains, even though my room is still completely messy. I have this huge storage space right behind my curtains that I use. I've gone through it many times since living here, and I'm going to do it again because apparently the amount of times I've done it isn't enough. It's actually pretty tidy down there since I cleaned it a year ago. I have loads of space that I haven't been using. Still not the greatest. I've been at it for hours now, but I finally see the end of the tunnel. And also my floor, because it was, yeah, you saw what it was. Yeah, I finally see the end of the tunnel. I think we are arriving to the end. I still have all of these things to tidy up. This needs to go underneath my curtains, and yeah, I promise you I did not stuff everything under there. I actually did tidy it pretty well. But yeah, I also have this entire bag to sort out that I completely forgot about, so that's going to take time, and yeah, still quite messy, but so much better than it was a few hours ago, so very chuffed about that. This is a huge basket full of things that I have no idea what to do with, so that's going to be really tricky, but I see the end of the tunnel, so that's all that matters really to me. But yeah, it looks better. Like, look at all of that floor space. I also have all of these things to deal with over there, but we're doing it. It's being dealt with. Yeah. Anyway. If you hadn't noticed, I have this door in my room. I wouldn't hold it against you if you hadn't noticed, because I don't really show it at all. I haven't been in here in years, so yeah. But I've decided that I'm going to be putting my electronics behind this door. I just think it's going to be much more accessible than if I put them behind my curtain, where they are pretty difficult to reach. And I have quite a few. I have 2 tripods, ring light that I was given, and I also just have this table that I could use to work on that I don't really use, but I would rather put behind my door again. Since this is what I'm going to do, instead of having them laying around in my room for absolutely no reason, I thought I would give you a little tour of what's behind this door. I actually think it's quite a nice space, and I do like what I did to it decor wise, but again, as I said, I haven't been in here in years, and you might be wondering why, and the reason is because it's very badly insulated, so it's very easily cold or very easily hot. So there's basically only a very small time frame in the year where I can use it, so I just don't ever, which is fine, but I might as well make the most of it and use it also as a bit of a storage space, but not too much that it's a mess. So yeah. It is quite blocked by the carpet that I installed, but again, it's fine. There it is. Thankfully, there are no spiders. Well, there are a few cobwebs, but we're good. We are good. This is so weird. This is so weird. You might think I'm exaggerating, but usually I just ignore this space and I pretend that this door doesn't exist, but this is so weird. I spent so much time doing it, and I don't regret it, don't get me wrong, but it's so weird to hear it. Anyway, you probably can't even see from here, so let me bring you a little closer. Mini tool before I fill it up with cardboard. Well, over here I did start with this tripod I think I don't use at all and I forgot existed. But this is where I'm going to be putting my other tripod because it just fits. Then you have my room, my very messy room. Nearly done. This bag is obviously the things that I'm throwing away or giving away or recycling. I didn't really divide them, I just put them all in this bag, so once I will be completely done I will have to sort it out. These, don't know what to do with yet. This is the pile of things that need fixing because they're broke, so those are gonna have to be repaired, and this one is just that there's quite a few sparkly squares missing. I have a few here that I'll have to glue back on, and I also put the 2 necklaces that I need to fix. So this is kind of like the repair corner. These probably will have to give away. I'm just a bit, you know, emotional about it, so I haven't done it yet, but yeah, this is the only thing where on top of these things I also have no idea what to do with, so I'm gonna have to think about it. For this part, these are things I might be hanging later on. These, only one of them works, so technically they half work, so I could keep them, but they also half don't work, so I could throw them away. Haven't decided yet. So yeah, again, quite a couple things that I need to think about and deal with, but besides that I think we are practically done, which is wonderful, wonderful news. Just gotta do the next room. Anytime I tidy and reorganize my room as thoroughly as I have in this video, I always make a huge mess of the adjacent room, as in the landing, so that space will also need to be dealt with. Let's do that. time to repair these things. I think for the start I'm just going to use hot glue and a hot glue gun to stick it back together, and for the music box I think it's going to be done with some strong glue and maybe some clamps. For the disco ball, I'm going to first dust it a bit and clean it, and then to glue the little squares that I have left that fell, I'm just going to use some wood glue. There are going to be some missing, but in the meantime I can stick the ones that I have and then just buy some more. I think that's what I'm going to do. We have some of the little squares in this little thing. So yeah, stuff to do. I don't think there's a specific way of doing it, at least I hope not. Each surface should be the same size. It's not going to be perfect. We will see some hot glue a little bit, but it's okay. It looks very Christmassy with the calendar colors. Wow. I can't believe this took me this long to get it done, but we did it. It was broken for years, but it happened today. You saw it first. I mean, it doesn't look perfect with the hot glue. You can see it peek through sometimes, like right here. But I think we did the most important thing. I can't remember if it still works or not. Yeah, it's gonna need new batteries. It's not very bright. Oh, wait. There. Still much better. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to the disco ball, but first I needed to take a break to show you all the little rainbows that appeared in my room with the sun. It's always time to show the rainbows. Okay, time to sort out this disco ball. Oh my god. Wait, let me just do that again. Time to sort out this disco ball. You can see that there's this huge part that does not have any squares left. Yeah, let's do that. It's so dusty though. Let's give it a little clean. Something is blurry into my eyes, but we are done. It may not seem like it because there are still holes in some places, but I don't have any more crystals. I used all the ones that fell. There are also some parts that I would just don't know how to fill. Maybe I'd have to fill them with half squares because they're just so small that the ones I had just did not fit. So I'm kind of confused at what was there before. Like, they must have been tiny, but I did what I could, and yeah, at least most of it is full again besides the bottom part, but I think it's ready to be hung. There are a few traces of dust and also glue, so I might clean that a little bit before I do anything else, but yeah. To repair the music box, I went up to my mother and asked her which strong glue would work the best to repair this kind of brokenness, and she told me that wood glue would actually work the best, and it's true. It's wood glue, and this is made out of wood, so that's fair. To try and redeem myself a bit, I do use wood glue for many different things, mostly things that don't concern or have anything to do with wood, so that's why I didn't think I could use wood glue. I mean, I kind of thought about it, but I was just like, nah. But yeah, in the end I'm going to use wood glue, which I have right here, so it should take, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it should be quite easy. I do have some clamps. I don't know how useful they're going to be because of how I don't know if they're that appropriate or not for my little dainty music box, but we'll see. Maybe they will come in handy. I don't know, but let's do that now.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess the ignorance is bliss. Take it back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. Out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it.
Now all that's left for us to do is to find a place to put these, which sounds easier than it actually is. Like, I genuinely have no idea where to put them. I've had like weeks to think about this, but I think I might put a couple of things on this shelf. For example, the star, because that's where it was originally before it broke and I took it down. And I also have a few things on that shelf that I'm not that fussed about, so I think I might try putting some stuff there. The disco ball is the trickiest thing because I want it to be in sunlight, but the sun moves around my room throughout the entire day, so yeah, we'll see what I do. I just wanted to give a quick update. So I decided to go with this frame right here. It is yet to be filled with something, but I just decided, yeah, to go with that. See it in the mirror, which I guess I kind of like right there. Another thing is that I moved this plant stand. It used to be here, so now you can more visibly see the music box, and I just think it just clears the path a bit more, makes it cleaner. So yeah, I put it here. I also hung this thing right there. I think I'm gonna have to get used to it, but yeah, that's the other thing I did. Two thoughts that I wanted to share with you guys is that since I moved this plant pot right there and I changed slightly the layout here, I just can't stop fixating on the fact that I like a need to paint this door and this door frame. I don't understand why I didn't do it all those years ago when I moved in and I painted the walls. But this yeah, I think it looks really cluttered, and coming from me that's saying something. But yeah, I just don't think that door needs to be that visible and to stand out that much. So I think I'm definitely going to buy myself a paint pot with the same exact colour as the wall and just paint the door and the door frame, because I just think it would look a lot nicer and a lot cleaner if it was all the same colours. Yeah, I was also thinking of taking these off. Still don't know if I'm doing that, but the door is definitely going to be changed because I don't like it. Anyway, another thing that I've been kind of thinking obsessively about for the past few days, and it's that I really want to buy myself an LED light just to put on this edge of the wall, so it can't be too long, but I really want to put an LED light there so that I can put it in purple. Especially, I know that if you buy one you can change the colour to your liking, and I just think a purple one would look so great because purple is one of my favourite colours, and you can't really tell by how I decorate my room, which is fine. But yeah, it's kind of a crazy thought because LED lights have been around for quite a while and they've been quite popular. Everyone has been getting them, and all that amount of time I was constantly being like, no, I don't want that in my room. I already have my fairy lights in this corner, which are quite ugly now that I'm looking at them, and also half work, but I do really like using them because yeah, they look really pretty. But now I really want to have, oh, this is bad lighting, I really want to have LED light, especially purple, all around this edge. I think it would look really nice. The reason why I really want to do that is just to accentuate, even enhance that part of my room even more, because it's quite boring. And I do really like turning that light on in the corner, and also this one, so I think, and also technically this one, my bedside table lamp. But in between those three lamps, I feel like this part just missing a whole lot of something, and I think that something is an LED light. So I know I can get some. I just need to go shopping and buy myself that pot of paint and that LED light. That just seems like a priority to me now. Don't know when I'm going to get that done, but I did not think I would be doing so much in my room when I started this video. Yeah, it's exciting. It's been like a enclenchement of events, like events leading to other events, and here we are. Butterfly effect. It's been a butterfly effect. I'm really glad I cleared that corner again. That plant stand was there for quite a while, and it was only there because I did not know what to do with it, and it does look quite cluttered over there with the bike and everything, but I don't know. I don't really know what else to do with that. I'll think further on it, like everything else really. And that's it. As I am recording this, it's 6 months later, and what a journey. I'm actually so glad I did this. Not only did I find the fake Polaroid at last, but I also found my favorite gold hoop earring, and I'm so happy. I really thought I'd lost it for good. Don't get me wrong, there are still a huge number of things I haven't done yet, like mending my broken necklaces or even sorting out my saturated electronic devices. I did start, and I had made some progress, especially for my laptop, which you saw that is practically 100% dealt with. I had made some progress with my computer, phone and hard drive as well, but since I use them on a regular basis, it's pretty much back to square one, unfortunately, especially as I have been working on this video. So, you know, it is what it is. I have to accept that I didn't manage to tackle and achieve absolutely everything on my to-do list for this video, and it's perfectly fine. I mean, I didn't necessarily expect myself to. I don't think it would have been realistic if I had. All in all, I think we did good. I was a little hesitant to make this video at first because my room wasn't visibly untidy or deeply cluttered. It was more about reorganizing and tidying invisible mess that I was aware of, which I thought might not necessarily be very entertaining to watch for you, the viewer. I do think we ended up with quite a few satisfying before and afters. I mean, look at these. But obviously, you'll have to let me know down in the comments. Since a few months have passed, that is literally half a year. I mean, that is insane. But some of the mess has come back. As I often say, it is a lived-in space, and I think that's a completely natural thing to occur. It doesn't mean that I regret ever decluttering my room as I have, simply because I might need to do it again. Just like hoovering or cleaning, it's unfortunately not something you do once and never need to do again. I mean, I tend to tidy my room every week, and every morning my bed has to be made because that's just how life goes. Thankfully, a lot of the deep reorganization that I did doesn't need to be redone yet. For example, my bedside table, the baskets under my bed, the storage space under my curtains, things like that I don't use that regularly. Now, if we're talking about my office drawer, that is a completely different story. It's such a mess, I'm embarrassed. But again, these things happen. The more you use things, the more unorganized things become, which is why it's so important to tackle things as you go, even small things like only tidying one drawer a day or a week. It will always be better than nothing. I mean, look at me. I didn't do all the things that you saw me do in this video in a week. It took several months. So just go at your own pace. I think if I hadn't been so afraid of actually doing it, if I had learned to stop constantly procrastinating, then I would have gotten so much more done sooner. I mean, my door coat rail, or whatever it's called, needed to be fixed onto the door properly for years. My music box and the cardboard star had been broken for years also, and I waited so long for it to only take me a few minutes to do. I think sometimes we complicate tasks in our heads and we don't always see them for what they are, which is just a few steps. Sometimes when you finally do something you said you would do months ago, you realize that it was actually a lot easier than you originally thought, and that maybe there was no reason to put it off for so long. That's kind of what I'm trying to get better at. I mean, just the other day I was in the garden and there was a really cool plant I wanted to take a picture of. And the first thing I thought of was, oh, let me put it on tomorrow's to-do list. Or don't let me forget to take a picture of the plant on my calendar, which I have done before. And then a second later, I realized that I didn't need to put it off until the next day. I could just run upstairs to get my camera, go back outside into the garden and take a few shots of the plant, and it would be over and done with in minutes, which I did. And it ended up being a lot more efficient because, as I said, I have put take photos of the ivy in the garden, for example, on my calendar so that I wouldn't have to do it right away. And it only led to me postponing it every day because as soon as tomorrow came, I wasn't in the mood anymore to go out in the garden, get my camera and take photos. I don't know if what I'm saying is making a lot of sense, but all I'm trying to say is that I am trying to procrastinate or postpone simple or simpler tasks a lot less than I usually do. And I do think this video has helped me in that way. Surprisingly, it has been quite a learning experience. It has taught me a few things, one of which was that doing all the things that I'd put off for years was actually no biggie. It has also made deleting files, photos and documents a lot easier than it used to be. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't gotten that much done in that department, but there has been some progress, especially in regards to my ability to deleting things. Because before I was really hesitant to delete anything in the fear of ever needing something, a photo, a screenshot, literally anything, years in the future and regretting ever deleting it. Now, however, it's been a lot easier. I've been learning to be less emotionally attached to these kind of things. Again, very small progress, but it is progress nonetheless that I'm pretty proud of. For example, even though my phone is still pretty full, it's at 63.73 gigabytes as we speak, I did delete over 2,000 photos, which is insane. I went from 11,000 something photos to 9,000 something photos. And I have been getting into the habit of deleting images that I've saved or that I've created for YouTube videos, for example for the animations, as I go along once I don't need them anymore, which is also wonderful. Don't get me wrong, it has been partly due to the fact that for some reason all of my apps need to be updated at the moment. Like, I don't know what's going on, but they just all need to be updated and I just don't have the room for it, which is so frustrating. Like, having enough room on my phone by deleting enough photos and images to be able to update WhatsApp was a lot. But I did it, and I think it did indirectly start a movement where I'm deleting more and more stuff from my gallery, because there are certain stuff that I do not need to keep. So it's all very positive and I'm pretty hopeful for the future of my device's storage. yeah, probably making it more positive than it needs to be. But on that note, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!